How do you see this pact is going to impact the not only the security structure in Middle East, but also individually we will discuss as well separate countries as well. First, tell me, how do you see it?
In what context, Ayaz?
A lot of discussion is going on that after this pact, the security structure of Middle East is changed. Do you see so?
Yes, it has changed, but it's not the pact that has changed it. It is the war with Iran, the U.S. war with Iran on behalf of Israel, that has triggered this change, that has been a catalyst for this change. But it has several aspects. And if we if it is our desire to look at it that way, that, because of, the pact, we have a different scenario for the Arab countries. It's not like that at all. It's the war that caused this shift, this need, this desire of all the Arab countries, most of them led by Saudi Arabia, and led not as an organization, but Saudi Arabia took the lead in trying to forge ties that were more substantial in terms of its defense, let's say. If you recall, Saudi Arabia also signed a pact with Pakistan separately. I am not talking about the Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan pact. Before this we had that. You see, unfortunately, I don't think this is just worth, I think, the paper that it's written on. Do you think that Pakistan is going to jump into a war with its troops if Saudi Arabia is attacked? And then there are conditions on that as well. What if another nation, Saudi Arabia and the UAE were at daggers drawn for a while. So given that pact, would anyone actually think that Pakistan would side with Saudi Arabia against the UAE? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to illustrate to you and our audience. It seems to me, I might be absolutely wrong, or I don't think so, that these pacts are cosmetic at best. Barring certain unforeseen situations or conditions that might arise. Unforeseen. I can't think of any that might come up, barring these that already have. So, to say that it's that there's some new thing. Look at the war. Look at the discomfort. Let's say the attacks that Yemen has perpetrated on Saudi Arabia. I won't say we all know why, but it brings a whole different dynamic into this discussion. And
but this pact is being seen as the Muslim NATO, and it clearly says that attack on one country will be regarded as attack on all three countries. If you look at the broader picture, it is being seen even as the greater pact. Even I have seen some Indian analysts who are known as the credible analysts. They are also considering it that does have some weight.
I'm going back to what I said earlier. You're talking about a Muslim pact.
Muslim
right?
NATO, yeah.
Okay. I don't think Yemen is a Hindu country. It's an Islamic country taken over by pirates, the Houthis. Control has been wrested away from the Yemeni government per se, for whatever it was worth earlier. And they attacked Saudi Arabia on behalf of Iran. So Iran's been bombing Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia and and every other Islamic country that one can probably think of. They were all Islamic countries. So there's no that. I mean, these things are what we wish to imagine. A force of the Ummah and stuff like that. These things have flown out the window ages ago, and as soon as it's best for Pakistan and for Pakistanis especially, because the world doesn't see it like this. We are the only people who tend to see it like this. As an Islamic force, we had the Islamic bomb. No one really cared about it. These are jokes. These are for local Pakistani consumption and to pump up our own and inflate our own egos. And our governments systematically have done this, which is a cruelty, really, with our Pakistani citizens at home here in Pakistan. It's always best to be real. And the reality is that there is no such thing, there is no such force. No such force is going to work in the foreseeable future. I mean, it's pointless to look at it like that. Yes, that if there is a pact that could probably mean sanctions or something softer than an armed response or armed assistance. Even then, I mean, that is possible. That is somewhat plausible. But I don't still see Pakistan getting involved in anything like that. Look, Yemen attacked Saudi Arabia. We already have a pact in place, so to speak, a pact, so to speak. What has Pakistan done about it?